caught short in the middle of the night? No problem. Pull out the bottom of your bedside cabinet. Sit down, do your business. Put the lid back and slide it in to contain the smell, and some lackey will take it down the stairs and wash it out in the morning.
자, 오늘의 컨셉은 간만에 조지안입니다. 요 근방에 좀 유지했던 홈 패밀리가 이렇게 자기들 살려고 그때 당시에 좀 돈을 상당히 써서 지은 저택이라는데 결국 관리가 안 돼가지고 재단을 만들어서 이렇게 넘긴 것 같아요. 그래서 원래 여기가 안 되는데, 강아지가 안 되는데 저번에 허락을 받아가지고 오게 되었습니다. 보트? 진짜로? 별이가 보트 크루즈는 타봤는데 보트를 안 타봤거든요. Hello. Yes, previously I asked like if I'm allowed to with the doggy to go inside with.
Yes, can't go inside the house.
Yeah, and then I actually asked the admission before, and then they said if she's registered, she's okay to go in.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. Perfect. Termin's here at 2 o'clock. If you head down that corridor, take a right at the end, you're in the courtyard. You've got the tea room and the loos.
So go this way first?
That way and then right.
Right, thank you.
Girlfriend for you. It's like 여기로 들어간 게 아니잖아. 이거 아닌 것 같은데?
알고 보니까 여기가 그냥 혼자 돌아다닐 수 있는 게 아니라 그 투어를 받아서 같이 가야 된대요. 투어 시간까지 한 30분? 그 정도 남아서 그냥 산책하면서 기다릴 거예요. 일로 와봐. 역시나 조지안답게. 아, 무슨 저 댐 같은 거를 수위를 조사했나 본데 주변엔 그런 게 아무것도 안 보이거든요. 일단 찾아봐야겠다.
Shall we make a start? Let's go up this corridor here into the courtyard. Hello there. Gather in. So you could say the story starts in 1715. It's the second Jacobite Rising, and three of the Jacobite rebels are Sir George Hume and his two sons, George Jr. and Francis. And it's Patrick who's responsible for the building of Paxton House. There hadn't been anything on the site before. Hello guys, you can take over, you know this.
we'll leave it up to you.
They were on the previous term. So, a rather old, drafty tower house by all accounts. Obviously, Patrick wanted something a little bit grander. Paxton is Palladian classical. It's often cited as the finest example of Palladian architecture in Scotland. It's all about symmetry and balance. The reasons I'll explain later. This was renovated about 12 years ago, so the green, but there are many original features here, such as the kitchen table. Just think how many meals have been prepared at that over the years. Another nice little feature is above me here. You see this simple indented frieze. So can you tell me what the round things are in the corners? Pineapples. In the 18th century, the pineapple was a symbol of great wealth. Fortunes were lost on a gaming table for a pineapple. So the entrance hall, a near perfect cube in keeping with Palladian ideals. Each of the three main walls has a central panel, if you will, flanked by a pair of doors. But there's a problem with the two doors down here. No panels. Look closer, there's no doors either. They're just decorative panels to maintain this illusion of symmetry. So here we have another selection of Patrick's clothes. I particularly like that red coat and the pink waistcoat. Yes, again, made in Prussia, late 1740s. Caribbean connections. It does what it says on the tin, is the story of the Paxton House and the slave trade. So, Ninian, from the age of 17, he's in the Americas with his uncle George, learning about the plantation business and life. Eventually, he had interests in two plantations on the Caribbean island of Grenada. Is everybody on the steps? Two? Yeah. Okay, so the principal bedroom is a lot larger than the other rooms. That's because it was meant to be the library. So what happened? Well, Ninian got married in the mid-1760s, probably on the island of St Kitts, to a young lady called Penelope Payne, and eventually brought her back here. And she hated it with a passion. Didn't think much of the house, didn't think much of the weather. I mean, let's face it, even on the nicest day, it's not a patch on what she's used to in the Caribbean. Kept herself to herself and demanded to use this room. Why? It's larger. Caught short in the middle of the night? No problem. Pull out the bottom of your bedside cabinet. Sit down, do your business. Put the lid back and slide it in to contain the smell, and some lackey will take it down the stairs and wash it out in the morning. Moved the kitchens into the basement just to speed up the process a bit. After the meal was over, the ladies would be invited through into the withdrawing room. Meanwhile, as gentlemen, we get out the cigars and the port and the brandy, and we talk about the important things in life, like business and politics, maybe a bit of scandal. Sumptuous plasterwork ceiling again by Robert Adam. From the centre is suspended an Adams chandelier. Note it's never been converted to electricity. All the wallpaper in this room, specially made for these spaces, hand painted in Paris. The mirrors, again made specially for these spaces, again made in Paris. Ross was hauled off to Edinburgh for trial. His defence was, how can I put this for refined ears? His defence was he was having a secret affair with Margaret and was trying to spice up their bedroom life. The jury weren't having any of it and found him guilty. Ross's legacy is he's the last person in Scotland to be sentenced to hanging in chains. First, his right hand was cut off for the attempted theft. He was then hanged by the neck until dead, his body placed in a metal cage suspended from a gibbet, the hands nailed above, and left to rot in public gaze for 2 years. Oh. Happy days. So we're in the library, about 4,000 of Patrick's books. I haven't read them all, any of them. The earliest, there's 3 or 4 that date back to the 16th century. So welcome to the picture gallery. The main reason for the extension being built is to house Patrick's art collection. It's the largest private gallery in Scotland. So that's about it, folks, really. Thank you very much for your company this afternoon. We've got 10 minutes to have a look around at the artwork.
여기는 차 마시는 데인데 점심을 허술하게 먹어서 Is it the plain spoon that you have?
Yeah, plain spoon.
Yeah, can I have a scone, cream and jam please? 지금 거의 끝날 때 돼서 테이크어웨이에다 담아준대요. 맛은 똑같겠죠? 이렇게 무슨 크림이 굳었어. 너무해. 기대 안 했는데 맛있네. 지금 스콘 달라 그러는 거지. 그거 달라 그러는 거지. 이거? 맛이 들었어? 근데 저 강아지였네. 18세기 그때 지어졌는데 조지안 스타일을 따라서 지었고 근데 거기서 이제 거의 안 바뀌었다고 보면 된대요. 몇 번의 그런 아주 뭐 지저분한 거를 뭐 없애는 뭐 그런 정도의 작업은 있었지만 스타일 자체는 거의 건드리지 않았다 그래요. 그러니까 아까 저랑 이렇게 같이 보신 것들이 실제로 그때 당시 귀족이 쓰던 맨 처음에 저희 들어간 루트는 이제 하인들이 쓰던 루트예요. 그 나선계단 이렇게 따라서 올라가는 게. 그리고 침실들 지나가지고 좀 있어 보이는 통로로 이렇게 해서 내려왔잖아요. 이제 그쪽은 귀족분들이 쓰던 그런 통로. 사실 이 집은 패트릭이 유럽에서 만났던 좋아했던 여자를 위해서 이제 그 여자를 위한 집을 만들어야겠다 하고 집을 지었는데 정작 그 둘이 못 맺어졌어요. 그래서 그 여자는 이 집에 못 오고 패트릭은 집을 짓고 근데 잘 살았더만 뭐 국회의원도 하고 그래서 어떠셨나요? 가이드 붙은 투어를 가는 건 처음인데 근데 좀 아쉬웠던 거는 그 이제 가이드 일행분 중에 강아지를 조금 불편해하신 분이 계셨거든요. 막 무서워하거나 그런 정도는 아닌데 이제 별이가 가서 막 옆에 이뻐해주세요 하면 그것까지는 아님? 그래서 이제 그분하고 떨어지기 위해서 제가 최대한 이른 맨 뒤쪽에 줄을 섰단 말이에요. 그래서 좀 제가 원래도 카메라를 좀 잘 못 찍기는 한데 더 각도가 안 나와가지고 좀 영상이 좀 중구난방일 것 같아서 그게 걱정이긴 하네요. 그리고 이게 조지안이나 빅토리안 하우스들은 안에가 좀 보존이 많이 되어 있어서 그런가 맨날 저희 허허벌판만 다니잖아요. 근데 여기는 안에가 좀 많이 보존이 되어 있어서 그런가 강아지를 허락받고 들어가야 되는 데가 많아요. 좀 여기 한참 걸렸던 이유가 강아지를 못 데리고 들어가가지고 허락받느라고 그게 좀 걸렸고. 영화 같은 거 보면은 막 드레스가 어마어마하게 많고 방을 드레스를 아주 꽉 채우고 막 그런 거 나오잖아요. 근데 실제로 의외로 빅토리안 하우스를 봐도 드레스가 막 어마어마하게 막 들어갈 그런 공간은 없어. 별이랑 좀 더 산책을 하면 좋은데 여기 이제 문 닫는다고 나가래요. 쫓겨났어. 제가 저번에 감기를 좀 호되게 앓고 그 뒤로 아직 조금 덜 나왔어요. 아직 좀 기침이 좀 나오고 그런 상태라서 이거는 뭐 캠핑 같은 거는 가면 안 되겠다 해서 오늘 당일치기가 됐는데 가이드 붙여서 하니까 확실히 백그라운드 이야기는 많이 알아서 좋기는 하네요. 근데 좀 이제 둘러보고 약간 좀 구석구석 보는 거가 마음대로 안 되는 게 조금 단점이긴 한데 그래도 재밌게 봤습니다. 다들 별이 이뻐해 주셔서 그것도 좋았고 투어 끝나고 나서 다들 한 번씩 만지고 가셨어. 그러면 별아 여기 봐봐. 별이 안녕 좀 해봐. 찐빵 안녕 좀 해봐요 아가씨. 그러면 저희는 다음 주에는 조금 더 긴 여행으로 돌아올게요. 저 몸조리 조금만 더 하고 기침 완전히 떼고 오겠습니다. 안녕.